Alright, by all accounts this should be up and running, so let's give us a quick little taste to make sure that we're good. Hi, hello, what's happening to the one other person in here? How you doing, kid? Nice to see you, man. Hope everything's well, hope everything's good. Just kind of testing some things, so hopefully it isn't as laggy as before. I've changed a couple of things, bitrate settings and stuff, to hopefully make sure that this isn't as bad. There's also a dog that hasn't shut the hell up for the past 3 days straight. It must be a new one. You'll probably hear it bark a lot. It's pretty irritating, but it is what it is. How you all doing? I hope you's all well, hope everyone's good. But yeah, this is that fucking first game of the season. Let's go. I figured I'd change one or two things heading into the new season. There's a couple of things I'm just kind of fucking with the music and all that, make sure that it's all well and good. If you can hear me clear and fine, can someone just let me know? That'd be fabulous. That'd be great. But aye. After the events of yesterday, we have a chance to really capitalise and do some genuine damage, which is always quite nice, and we love to see it, so that's kind of what I'm hoping that we do today. Whoop. There we go, just make sure we got that up and running as well. How yous all doing? How yous all doing? I don't know why it's been... I'm just making sure that it's all up and running on this, because apparently it's not. But we're fine now. We should be fine now anyway. It's not as laggy. It actually looks a little bit better quality wise. All good, nothing wrong. We love to see it. Thanks, Caden. Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't think there's really too much to touch on heading into this, to be honest with you. Killie is the one team that from last season actually caused us a few problems. But this season it feels a wee bit different. Based on the pre-season games, for those that haven't seen them, where we're pretty convincing. 4-0 against DC. I think it was 4-3 against City and then 4-1 against Chelsea to wrap it all up. I think it was a pretty good conclusive tour in the end. Gave us a lot of pointers to what we did right, which was mostly defence. When you kind of look at the games back, Chelsea and City did have a few chances that they could have scored, but good saves all round for Kasper Schmeichel. Always good to break in a new signing like that. And we still have a couple of new faces to sign over the course of the next few weeks, hopefully. But we did get one in through the door this week, which would be Paulo Bernardo for those that haven't seen. So there is that. We love to see it. Very good, very cool. But yeah, hopefully we win. That's all I really give a shit about, to be honest with you. I'll give you a brief rundown of the lineups for those that haven't seen it. It's pretty straightforward, as you would like to imagine. It's exactly what we'd kind of hope to see. We got our main man in between the sticks. Always nice to see him start. So Schmeichel gets the nod. He's going to be starting in between the sticks today with Taylor and Johnston, our usual suspects playing the fullbacks, and of course that familiar centre-back pairing that we do love to see in Carter Vickers, in Scales Hatate, O'Reilly and McGregor are a midfield three. And it's a bit of a switch up for the front three. It's not what you would expect. Most would have thought it would have been Yang or probably, you know, most likely Maeda, but it's a few switch arounds for Ashik and Forrest playing on the right hand side instead. Killie pretty much set for what they kind of did against Circle Brugge, but a couple of switches and changes to their lineup as well. It's very much the same formation as us. They're trying to match us player for player. We know that's what they do, so that's what we love to see. But they've got McCrory in between the sticks with Bainbridge, Finlay, Mayo, Polworth, Lyons, Donnelly and Watson kind of holding up those midfield areas. You would expect the defensive line to push up whenever they can, because again, if you watch the games against the Belgian side, they were very much decent. They actually had some good momentum. They didn't do much in the away leg, let's be honest. They're not really known for European football, let's be honest. Like, you know, Killie are still settling into that system, but they have got Conference League football for those that haven't seen, so they still have something to smile about. And one of those, well, I mean, a big reason of that was kind of their front three last season, but it's Kyle Vassell that starts up front today with Kennedy and Murray on their false wings. And again, they'll cut in a lot. They won't kind of languish on the outside unless it's necessary. Now, the big thing is that there's no Armstrong. You might have noticed that. Very big for us. But there are bench options that we can obviously rely on as well. For us, big ones are kind of obvious. We've got Palma, we've got Bernardo, who, I mean, it's nice to see him settling straight away. But a couple of faces you wouldn't expect. Michael Johnston getting back on the bench, which is actually quite nice to see. I hope he actually gets some minutes. If he's going to get some, might as well get it when we're 3-4-0 to the good and we don't have shit to worry about. But they do have, like I said, options too. Anderson is on the bench for them. Obviously, he started in that game against Circle Brugge and didn't necessarily, you know, work out for them. But they do have Bruce Anderson, good wee youngster that can cause some damage as well. And Bobby Wales, just a really cool name, you know. Bobby Wales, you know, you can imagine that one. But yeah, here's a little look at the table for those that didn't see yesterday. Oh, how you doing, Jim? I just seen your comment coming in. How you doing, man? We'll be grand, let the game begin. We ain't got too long to go now, Chief. Ain't got too long to go now. About 5 minutes until kick-off. But for those that didn't see, there was a game earlier on the day. Dundee and Dundee United played, and it was a pretty good game actually, 2-2. But we'll give you a rundown of the other ones because there were some pretty interesting results. Now, for those that didn't see, Hearts and Rangers managed to play out a 0-0 draw. And to be honest with you, Hearts were hard done by. They should have probably have gotten a penalty. I'm not really here to talk about that, but nonetheless, Hearts managed to get a point on the opening day against Rangers, which is always good for us, I suppose. The other games have all been draws, actually, and the only other game kicking off right now is St Mirren and Hibs. And as you would probably expect, St Mirren are kind of holding firm, although admittedly not comfortably, so there is that, I suppose. But we're here to focus on this one, and like I said, we've got potential. We win this one, we're sailing up top, you know. That's the thing. If we can start as we mean to go on, that would be fantastic. How you doing, David? Nice to see you, my man. Nice to see you. Now, for those that are in here early, by the way, you might have noticed there's a couple of changes down below in the descriptions and stuff. Mostly the fact that we are, you know, we have memberships and stuff now. So, yeah, I guess. I'm not really going to talk about them that much. I'll just touch on it every now and then. I'm not going to pure make a big deal about promoting it. However, for those that are here early, you get to see something quite cool. Members Wall. If you join, your name goes up there. And I guess if anyone has the top one, it goes here. But for now, the camera's here because I just find it really funny. It's like one of those like anime openings, you know. Very cool, very pog. We'll love to see it. But yeah, that's the only kind of minor tweak and change that we've got for this one. Besides that, we're playing as hopefully we just win, you know. Like, Kelly have caused us problems, but they have been games at Rugby Park rather than Parkhead, so we take that. Did anyone see the tricolour in Northern Ireland being flown together in Belfast? Well, they're probably Celtic supporters in Northern Ireland, I'd imagine, you know. Oh, we love to see it, man. It's a very good turnout. I mean, that tifo is beautiful as well. Everything about that is just sublime. And the boys are getting ready to walk out. It's about to begin, boys. Let's go. What it should be is there's a little button that should say join, and it's I don't honestly know. How you doing, Craig, mate? Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you, nice to see you. We'll give you one last run of the lineups before we kick off, because we should do so. There's also super chats and stuff, you can use those, but again, I'm not asking for doing it. I don't give a shit about any of that, to be fair. I just had to turn them on because YouTube kept telling me to, and I was sick and tired of getting the notifications in my fucking email system. But for those that haven't seen it, here is our lineups for today. This is what we're going. It's Schmeichel in between the sticks with Alistair Johnston and Greg Taylor starting as our full-back. Scales and Carter Vickers are our centre-back pairings, and very strong one at that, with O'Reilly, McGregor and Atati, our familiar midfield three, with Forrest, Furuhashi and of course Nicholas Kuhn starting on the left-hand side as opposed to Daisen Maeda. Here's Kilmarnock's lineup. McCrory starts in between the sticks with Polworth and Bainbridge as their full-backs, with Finlay and Mayo holding up that kind of, again, you would expect Mayo to push a little bit further forward, probably taking the captain's role today, but Brad Lyons, Liam Donnelly and Daniel Watson are the midfield three, with Kennedy, Vassell and of course Murray starting up on that kind of false wing. He'll be the one that cuts in and gets a lot of those indirect runs, so kind of watch that match up between him and Johnston. Should be interesting. Couple of bench options. The flag's gone up. The tifo is beautiful. We'll love to see it. Everything about this makes me happy in life. We'll love to see it. Come on, man. Good bench options we can rely on should we need it. But for now, we're just off, man. The boys look serious as well. Hatati's just kind of got his eyes focused forward, ain't too fussed about it. He's just here to do the job, and that's exactly what we love to see. But yeah, man, predictions are wild. Flashes at the game. One of my well, I was just about to get into that, David. The score predictions, I'm going to go with a pretty straightforward 3-0. I think that we're strong enough to hold this out. Casper Schmeichel is a big addition to us defensively, and we have looked pretty good in pre-season. You know, the game against Chelsea gave us a lot of pointers that we do a lot of things right, especially when it comes to cutting out the crosses, which was a big issue last season. If we can keep that to a minimum, and I don't really allow players like Finlay and Vassell to get into those in-behind spaces, we can cause problems for them, and we should win this game relatively comfortably. However, it's never set in stone. Celtic have a notorious thing against Kilmarnock where we just make it more difficult than we need to, but like I said, it always comes down to circumstance. If we get after a fast start and play through them and play fast, we should cause a problem, and that's all we can really ask. It's a packed out house, you'll never walk alone, he's playing at full pelt. I'm enjoying this, man. It's nice to see Celtic Park back in full swing. Oh, how I've missed this sight of that, man. They've just been unfolding the banners and stuff, and then we'll be getting underway. 6-0 Celtic is a bold prediction. I'm thinking 2-3-0, I'd say. Flash's prediction's about the same. He thinks this is going to be a 2-0 win for us as well, for those that are curious. So, I suppose there is that. No, Flash, one of my moderators, he's a season ticket holder, he's in the North Curve. Keep an eye on him, you might see him. Boys are in huddle mode, we'll be kicking off in about a minute or so, so if you want to get your predictions in, you're more than welcome to do so. Oh, dude, this is fun. I love this. I always love when the season starts back up, because it's a fresh slate, everything's back to square one. Doesn't necessarily matter how we play in this game, but it's always good to get after a very, very important start. If we don't fuck it, fantastic. If we do, then we've got a bit of chasing to do, which isn't exactly fantastic or ideal, but should we kind of rely on it? We'll rely on it, doesn't really matter. Appreciate that, Craig, appreciate that. Killy just about to get the ball on the way so we can refresh on this screen, because we should, on Google, have kicked off. Oh, I guess we haven't, fair enough. Well, Killy are about to get the ball rolling. I guess Google will do its thing whenever it does its thing. It's a slight kick clash, I'll be honest, but the blue shot should be a bit of a giveaway. And now Killy are going to get the ball swung forward immediately. They're on the way. 3-0. Oh, that's a good prediction, Jim. We'll love to see it. We'll love to see it. How you doing, Virtual? Nice to see you as well, my man. Oh, immediately Killy are looking for that inside one. They've got a bit of pressure on that side, but nothing too particularly worrying early on, especially when you're just settling into the rhythm of things. Although I've got to admit, Killy's kit's quite nice. It's not necessarily pink. It's more like a kind of cream vanilla type beat. It's a ball into the box, and it's immediately into... Oh, that could have been awkward, actually. It's cleared away by Rio in the end, and within the first 40 seconds, Kelly have a bit of an opportunity inside the box. Could have been something there. Yo, Google, do your thing, man. Can you actually kick into gear? Thank you very much. There we go. 4-1 Celtic, bold prediction. We'll love to see it. What are you thinking, Virtual? What's your prediction, my man? You always like to get your word in here. Is your prediction the SFA to screw us over, I'd imagine? Kelly do have it here though. Vasso's done well to hold that one up. It takes a bounce, should be a corner for them as well, to be honest. No, honestly, I think it might be actually, yeah. Well, it broke out from the back quickly. It's a good ball across. Not exactly ideal. Kelly are more than happy to just stifle it out, and it's played out towards that side. We should have a throw in, we can go again. Whipped across, good takedown for Scales. He's going to have actually a way more time than I thought. 22-1, very, very good prediction. If it happens, I will literally die on stream. It's all good. We love to see it, man. It's Carter Vickers, goes for the exchange out towards that side. Here's Scales. Decent. We don't mind that at all. Switched in for McGregor. Carter Vickers. Back towards Scales, just some passing around the defence for now. It's Forrest. Cuts inside, goes for the incision pass. It's cut out very quickly by Lewis Mayo though. No real problems in the initial pass, but we still have it out towards that left hand side, taken down. McGregor's got it. Back towards Scales, he seems to be the centrepiece of most of the build up play right now. It's in towards that space again, once again cut out, this time I think by one of the midfielders. Can't honestly say for sure which one it was, but it was good nonetheless. Played out towards that side again. Forrest has it, cuts it back towards the captain. Taylor has it again. There's some movement there and some fast movement of that. Good from Forrest as well. Move it. Does well. Played across. Carter Vickers cut inside. Rio's got a time to take a touch and swing it high, and does exactly that. It's going to be a bit of an awkward one, but Kuhn does throw himself in there. Referee immediately points for a foul though, and honestly I can't see what was wrong with it. They both went for the ball, but foul it is, I suppose. We'll love to see it. How you doing, Robert? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you as always. You're going 3-0 Celtic. A lot of people are going with that type of thing right now. It's just good to see that the faith is back in the team immediately. Just one really good pre-season. I'd love to see it, man. 70 years ago against Morton. true that, but this is the thing about it. Celtic, we have this thing where when it looks like we should be just comfortable, we kind of fold in on ourselves. That's the only slight concern I have as a Celtic supporter right now, I'll be fully honest. But besides that, nah. I mean, I think we'll win the game. This should be comfortable enough anyway. How you doing, Sandwich? Nice to see you, man. Fuck's sake, man. He just looks like a knockoff, Skills. Bainbridge is going to throw up. Looking for a bounce on. It's cleared away, I think, by McGregor, not taking too many risks with it. Really just gets back to cover the quick throw, and I mean, Kelly baited out quite nicely there, actually, to be fair to them. Oh, well, there you go. Some trivia for you. That's good for Kelly. They try to push it up. Vassal doesn't necessarily get onto it, but there's some pressure there. Paul puts a bit of a chase on it, bounces through a bunch of bodies, and I mean, it's been pulled back. I think there was just a loose stamp. Yeah, it just kind of leaves his leg dangling. I wouldn't say it's a foul either. That's a few soft ones for the referee, to be honest with you. That one shouldn't have been a foul. They should have just played on. No worries there. Cut back beautifully. We can run forward with it now. Taylor, more or less a left midfielder at this point. Played out into space again. Taylor cuts it back. McGregor filling in for his counterpart space now. Played out wide. Carter Vickers goes for that quick option, and again Kelly just hold that position. Not really concerned about what we're doing with the ball until we're in that final third. Otherwise we're just kind of staying away from everyone. That's more than fine for us. It just gives us time on the ball, but you got to start doing stuff with it. Played out quickly by Scales. Lovely touch and take by Kuhn. He's going to run inside, try and look for quick options. Switched across. Scales can take a touch, play it inside. He has options there. Does indeed pick one. It may not have been the right one, so it's played back to him. But McGregor's there from about 30 yards out. Takes a touch. Lovely from Kyogo to lay that one off. Hatati's been taken down there. Referee says no foul. Should be a throw-in for Celtic at the very least. Good, really good block by Lions, in fairness, if it wasn't a foul, but honestly I can't really tell. Kuhn played inside quickly, cut out just as fast, and there's a little breakaway, but Carter Vickers steps in front of that as if to say, nope, ain't happening, son. Plays it away. Scales back towards his American counterpart. Lovely ball out to Nicholas. Go on, son. Brilliant for the German, into the box, bounces around the place, and it's just a bar. Just goes through everybody, cleared away by Polworth in the end. Good for Kelly positionally to get bodies all around the areas that could have been potentially dangerous. It made the cross much harder to choose. But we already have a real good chance there. Forrest is running at them, causing some problems out towards the edge of the area. Good touch and take. There's a bring down there. There's a few shouts for a penalty. Referee says no thank you, not listening to that one. We're going to need to see the replay. It didn't necessarily look like one, but if there was a foot caught or something, maybe. Who knows? Oh, aye, nice to see you, Gene. How you doing, in? Hope you're well. It's been a bit of been a wee bit since we've seen you. Oh, one will do, yeah, exactly. We need to make a solid statement today. Get off as you mean to go on. It's a good switch out, could move it. Go on, Forrest. Run, son. Receives on the edge of the area. Can make a move with this and does indeed do so. Go on, kid. Fucking cross the ball. Does cross the ball. Oh! Could have been something. That was really decent play up that side, man. Once again, it's at Lions. It makes sure that he's getting in front of it. Carry on or on a scoring fall. We'd love to see it, Jock. We'd love to see it. What do you use to stream off it? This is Streamlabs. If you're talking about like the interface, all the overlays and stuff I make myself. You can message me about it after the stream if you want, virtually, if you want pointers, if you're considering doing it yourself. That's a good ball in behind. Oh, really nearly got there, to be fair. Didn't necessarily reach it. Oh, it's on a bunch of channels. You got Sky Sports, Premier Sports. It's on fucking CBS if you're in North America. Celtic TV as well, and that's international. So there's a ton of ways to watch the match if you're looking for an access point. Curious to see where this one goes because it can realistically go anywhere. It's going to be punted as high as possible from the Crorit. Really good touch for Vassal actually. It's going to force Carter Vickers to win that loose ball and he can gather it. Lyons cuts it back. It's going to be swung high. Finley's done well with that one actually because it's found them some space. Chance for Kilmarnock on the edge of the area. Shots over the ball though, but that's a big opportunity. Really good opportunity for Kilmarnock if he could keep it down and on target. Schmeichel might have been stammering back on himself there. Ooh. I can't do that when I'm live virtual, but I'll keep it in mind. Or send it to me on Discord. Using that app on your Xbox code Football23. Hell yeah, I'd love to see it. Like I said, tons of access points, man. That's decent, run it. Taylor looks for that inside pass. I don't think that was the type of time to cut it back at Hattie, but nonetheless we have it. Scales. Good ball actually, to be fair to him. It's played up towards Forrest, cuts inside. 1-2 layoff between him and Taylor. McGregor. Lovely. Decent for Rio. Really good for Rio. Bodies himself against two men well there. McGregor from range. Cuts it inside. Lovely 1-2. Oh, we're trying to play quick through them. They nearly worked out as well. Still have it. Still bouncing around. O'Reilly has it. Back towards McGregor. Taylor. Ball into the box over everyone. Headed up and away by, I think, Mayo in the end there. And then just kind of nodded away by Polworth. Well dealt with. Bassel and Lyons are fighting in the midfield for it, but it's eventually gathered in the end by Scales. Kyogo gets in front of his man. Bainbridge is out to Mark Kuhn. It's no real opportunity there, but it's inside the box and over. Well defended. It's really good from them defensively. Rio's done well to take that one down. Still has it. Gets the pass back. Still awkward. McGregor can't get the shot away, so has to lay it off instead. 1-2 passing. Nearly worked out from O'Reilly. Cleared away. Vassal has it, and now Kilmarnock can break on their move. Jesus Christ. Played back towards space, and eventually a huge deflection takes it in the way of Schmeichel, and we can gather and chill and not worry about it for now. Quiet life. I love to see it. No such thing as a quiet life when you're a Celtic supporter. Ribs on every weekend, man. That's good for Scales. Carter. That's a good step inside. Go on, son. Have a crack. Doesn't have a crack, but lays it off for someone else to potentially do so. Well cut out again by Polworth. He seems to be good at those interceptive touches. Good at getting them away, but to no one in a blue shirt. We've got it back. Scales. Back out towards that left-hand side. Maybe we can do something with it. Oh, how are you doing, Crowtails? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see everyone returning back for the start of this season. Nice to know you remember me. Very, very nice, lads. Very, very nice. Hope you are well. You might have noticed a couple of changes for last season. The overlay's a little bit different. We've got memberships and super chats and all that crap now. It's not necessary. Only thing I care about, if you can subscribe, very cool. And if you can like the stream, very cool. How you doing, Chateau? Nice to see you as well. Right as I say that, man. How's it over there in North America, man? How's the Canada life treating you? Well, that's a good bounce actually, Taylor. Move the ball fast, son. You have an opportunity. Good. Nice fish, Michael. Come on, son. You can move this a bit faster. Like we can. I've seen how we played against Chelsea, man. We can do this. It's a good bouncer. That dog is yapping. Fucking shut up, man. Some people shouldn't be taking care of dogs if it barks all the fucking time. Oh, to be fair, I've seen that over in the last few weeks. She's been dealing with some particularly... But Scales has just been floored there. But we still continue with the attack. Instead, it's been cut out and I think they're going to pull it back. I'm not sure it's a card offence, to be honest, but it does really catch his man. So there is that, I suppose. Because he does come through late. Studs are up, but he doesn't catch him in a red card defence way. It'd be a yellow card at best. I'll be fully honest with you right now. It's a good way to put it, Robert. You got an awesome Celtic, but oh, I fucking love to see it, man. Yes. Oh god, Scales have a crack, mate. It doesn't have a crack, but it cuts it inside. It's whipped across. Kyogo's there. It could have been something. We've tried to win the ball back. Good tackle, and for some reason that's a foul. And Hatate, like, kind of apologises to Lions. Lions kind of says that's all good, mate. I mean, it's a vibe, I suppose. From 1888 to 1978, we only had 4 managers. Compare that to the managers that get sacked every day. It's not as if we've been bad with track managers like in the last few years. I'd say this century, but we've had 5. Oh no, technically 6. Aye. And that's like all the kind of... I think is it 6 anyway, if you don't include the interim managers. You know, like your John Kennedys and stuff. How you doing, Kevin? Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope everything's good on your end, my friend. It's played out to... Oh, I just looked at the right time. Forrest, do something. Do something. Nearly does something. Cleared away by me. Oh, well. Oh, what a touch for Taylor, though. Okay. That was pretty good. What the fuck? Alright, we'll love to see it. Played out instead. Nice. Clubbed up towards the back. There was a run on there, but again, Kelly are just more intent in clearing the lines than anyone else. It's kind of how it goes. It's one of those things where it gets a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult indeed. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, no shot. You're my first ever donation, Crow. No way. Thank you very much, mate. That is insane. We love to see that. We absolutely love to see that. Cheers very much, man. That's sick. First ever donation. We can get a chippy now. Yes. We love to see it. Thank you very much, man. That's really cool. That's like the first ever one that I've had. That's minted. We love to see it. I have to focus on the game, but that's like sick. We love to see it. That's minted. At least I know it works, so that's something. That's good for skills. Shift it, son. Had the opportunity there. He could have done a wee bit better with that, but Forrest does have it. Go on, son. You have an internal run here. Actually uses it. Good stuff. Go on. Oh, it could have worked out. Nice. Good pressure still on. Actually have it on the edge. Hatate! Yes! Get in! Fucking right away, man! It's Rio! Goddamn Hatate, man! Oh, that's how you fucking start. Hasn't taken long, has it? We've gotten off the mark in the best way possible. Crowtails, thank you very much. You made the day good, and I guess Rio's just made it even better. Get in, son! That was a well-taken shot. Give Taylor so much credit for winning that ball back, by the way. He started that entire thing with the pressure. For a man who gets a lot of shit, that is excellent defensive work all round. Plays it across. Rio. Oh. Through the fucking... just right between the two defenders. Does not matter. Straight into the bottom corner. You'll love to see it. Kelly who? Who are they? I can't see them. Oh, it's a wee bit unlucky for McCrory. Give him credit where it's due for getting a hand to it, but fucking Rio Hatate, man. He's too good. He's now worth 50 million. Ireland is uniting, let's go! Get the bevies out! I loved it. It's such a well taken finish as well. That's like the best part about that. Like, we don't score bad goals. That was a well won back for Taylor. It was so well cut in. Yes, sir. That is great, man. That is absolutely great. You're a wee bit behind. I do apologise, my man, but we try not to delay it too much now. It's like about I think it's about a minute delayed at most. But we start as we mean to go on. We got a goal in, so we've already done more than Rangers, so get up them. You admit you did enjoy I love it to retire as Celtic. Fuck it, man. He's the next Nakamura for us. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's good for Scales. Can shift it here. Go on. Right idea, poor execution. I'm not going to say too much about it. Should have done a wee bit better, but it is what it is, Scales. We can go again. We can go again. That is interesting. That is very interesting indeed. Doesn't necessarily work out for us, but we keep it going. Good for Carter. Just hold it up, buy some positional time for the boys. It's played in, and that's exactly what we use it for. It was a good take and touch for Forrest, to be fair, but he's more or less kind of stepped in more central to allow Taylor to play on that outside part, and I think that kind of makes sense for him, positionally anyway. Robertson will have his... The second Kelly get inside our box, man. Penalty for just allowing them inside our box, I think. Listen, don't jinx it, don't bless it into, you know, we don't need this, right? We don't need any drama for the referees today, man. That's a great touch, actually. If fucking hell, Kelly can do something with this. Forrest put some pressure on, but it's a good run down that side. Murphy with the ball in. Oh, that was big for Kelly, and like I said, they go down and they're trying to claim a penalty. Almost on fucking cue, Virtual. You need to stop. Don't give Robertson ideas, man. And then, oh my god, Keo! Oh, was that... When the fuck did that happen? I totally missed that Kyogo chance. Was that literally before that? Oh, it must have been before the Tatis goal, but... Oh, Kyogo. Nice. Oh, we are in behind, surely! That's a good save for McCrory. Good shot for Kyogo. Finds the top corner, but McCrory's equal to it. Big save for the Kelly shot stopper. Corner kick for us. We'll have a chance to do something with it. That could have been decent. Played it short instead, actually. We're still going into the box. It bounces around. McGregor has it, edge of the area. Rio from range! Oh, that could have been decent. Nowhere near the target, unfortunately. I was going to say, by the way, like, he put some thunder behind that for a man that... I'm pretty sure that was his weaker foot as well, by the way. Then Rio for range on that off. Tell you what, man, that angle doesn't make it look any better, but the power behind that shot was there. If I hit the back of the net, I would have took the fucking net off. I'm quite pleased with how we started this so far. Calm, composed. Would love to see it, simple. Still buzzing over that, man. It's like the best 2 minutes of my life so far, isn't it? You know what I mean? First donation of all time, and then immediately we score. That's good. Oh, it's even better for Kelly. Cut out though. They can break with this Bainbridge up that side. It's not the best touch though. And we can gather and go again. Well, in fact, O'Reilly's just going for the long ball. He's seen that off kind of pace run, although it's going to bounce over everyone, and don't think there's too much worry there. I seen that they extended his contract, right? Like, I don't know if Gaz is in here, but what do you actually make of that? The fact that they've extended the contract of a guy who technically didn't do any better than Beale. I'm pretty sure he actually has a worse overall record. He's wasted more money, hasn't done anything. I'm pretty sure he's won like the fucking League Cup. And that it didn't have to be us to get it, so that technically means nothing. It's one of those ones where it's like, I can understand that they're playing the long game, but this isn't like a Jurgen Klopp scenario or a Pep Guardiola scenario where you can see them staying for 6 or 7 years as a project. Chances are Clement's gone about 7 months later when they lose like 3-0 to Hearts and give away the title again. Yeah, and that's as Caden says there. It's not as if Celtic had a bad season last season. It was just we were very inconsistent at very specific points. Like from between, I'd say, November to December, that was our worst stint because we just did not play well at all for so much of that. I appreciate that, Virtual. Very nice of you, man. There is a half chance for Kelly to do something with this. It's a high-in swinger. Oh, chance for Kelly! Bounces through there. Oh, I mean, it looked a lot more dangerous because of the angle, but it was straight into Schmeichel's hands. No problems at all. The guy's a good manager and deserves better than that shite. While I would usually agree on that, Robert, I kind of look at his stint at Monaco as like the kind of epicentre of what's wrong with modern management, I would say. Like, it started well at Monaco, then fell off with a vengeance once they actually gave him money. It feels like it's just a rinse and repeat pattern. I said this when Clement was signed to Rangers when he first joined after Beale got sacked. Like, yeah, he's a good manager tactically, but he needs the right systems, and if Rangers don't adapt to that system quickly, they're going to have problems this season. And again, they're already biting into their transfer budget. They've already kind of ruptured a lot of loose ends that they would have liked to have tied up, so it's... Oh! I'm going to shut up because we have a chance. Kyogo, fuck! Oh, that's a good save again. McCrory's doing bits for them. Now Carter Vickers is up against almost his counterpart and Kyle Vasso. Headed down and it's away. Oh, that's a little awkward. Johnston just gets enough on that touch. Exactly that. Exactly that, kid. Honestly, I'm not sure where it would be on... I think it depends on the... But it should be where the subscribe button is on the channel. If you, like, go, like, you know, out of full screen, if you're on full screen. It should be there! Kelly, have a chance! Fuck off! No! Good save, Schmeichel. I do not like that at all. As soon as I seen Vassell get away with that one, I'm like, yeah, that could have been dangerous. Well taken volley, in fairness, but couldn't have been on there. Yeah, we're at 13-20 now. I believe so. I believe so. There's a bunch of them. The cheapest perk gives you a bunch of emotes and stuff, so you'll have like it's like Celtic emojis and things like that you can use within chat and stuff. It's actually quite cool if you're a Celtic fan. Maybe not so much if you're not, but you still have access to a bunch of different things. I think the middle tier you get access to private link games, so whenever we're doing different streams that you can't watch inside the UK, I'll put links into a private little Discord, a members only bit, so that, you know, if you can't watch the game you have a way to do so. The third tier is just putting your name in gold, but I had to make a third tier because you couldn't put 2 for some reason. That's good for skills. That's a good cut across for Kyogo as well, actually. We can open up lanes with that one, and to be fair, Kilmarnock are not stable in the back line right now. They just about got their shape set. Good cross here could do a lot of damage, and that is a good cross. It's a kind of, well, more or less a layoff actually towards the edge of the box for O'Reilly to have a crack, but no real power in it. Straight into the hands of McCrory, and, well, I mean, while it counts as another shot, and a good shot at that, it's not necessarily good enough. You need to get the badges sorted. Trust me, I know, I'm working on custom ones, but you need a few members for it to actually kick in. But I'm working on a couple, trust me. It's basically like the background, you know, the Celtic badge, and then just a bunch of stuff inside of it instead. There's ideas, lads, don't worry. Yeah, that's why it's optional, man. I think I've only ever subscribed to like 1 or 2 people. Like, you know, actual memberships to 1 or 2 people, I should say. It's entirely optional. Again, if you can't, don't worry about it. There is no like stress or pressure to do so. Oh, that could have been good for us there. I think it's a throw in. Did it come off him? No, it didn't come off him. Fantastic. Right, well, we'll have a throw. Johnston. Like I said, man, only thing I give a shit about is if people join the stream. You know, I don't really give a shit about anything else besides that. Couple of subscribers, and I'm happy. That's a good ball out. Scales have a crack. Doesn't have a crack, but lays it off for Kyogo instead. That's side netting, and I think he may have been offside. Not too sure. Oh, hell yeah. We'll love to see it. Virtual, mate, you're officially the first member of this channel, and I think it's fitting, to be fair, because you're one of my first ever mods. We'll love to see it, man. Thank you. I'm going to write your name on the wall. There is a thing up here so I can keep tabs on things, so once half time hits, I'll make sure that you're on the wall, Chief. That's insane. Thank you very much, man. First one. It's swung high by McCrory. Let's see where he goes with this one. Takes a bit of a dodgy bounce, doesn't? I don't like that. Clear it away, Carter. Yes, sir. Good for Taylor. I'm sparking in your honour, man. That you can. I hate that the badge. Why does the first badge need to be blue though? Just pretend it's for Scotland, right? It's Scotland colours, not. It's not for them. Gaz will be the only one happy about that. That is a little dodgy, Robert. True, to be fair, I have been gifted a couple. In fact, Flash, who's my friend on Twitch, I've been gifted a couple to his channel, and you know, I guess that's something. But oh God, Forrest, that's a good ball. Go. Nice, keeps it going, bounces around. No one's really dealing with it. Potential foul there, but he stays on his feet. Ball into the box. Cannons off a Kelly player. Should be a throw-in. How the fuck did we not find a way through there? Donnelly did well to kind of cover out that space, man. We've got it back. Scales goes for that inside switch. Go on, son. Run at him, Johnston. Have a crack if you can. Doesn't have a crack, but lays it off for McGregor, who might just attempt to do so. It's a lovely touch and play, by the way. That could be nice. Still bounces around. It's not really dealt with by Kelly. In fact, they've given us the ball back. O'Reilly, edge of the area, still has it. Has a crack. Volleys straight into the bodies of numerous Kelly players at that point. There's a bit of an argument between, I think it was Mayo and Kyogo there, but Mayo comes off stronger. We do have a throw-in. That's good enough. Oh no, not that. Jesus Christ. No, there's like a wee board thing. I'm going to get a whiteboard to put up there, or maybe behind here, so it can be seen. So that I can, obviously, anyone that is a member, they can kind of get like a form of recognition behind me or something. But for now, there's a little thing up there just so I can keep tabs. Oh, that's an awkward one. It's going to be Gallagher McCrory. Could have been a bit better. But yeah, there's a bunch of... I'm not sure if I can even type out the emojis or what on this one. I'll try it and see if it works. Hold up. This should be one. Yes. You get little badges and stuff. Like, you know, if you access them, you get a bunch of different things. But they should be like wee animated ones and stuff like that as well. I'm not sure if it's animated, I can't see. That's a good ball. Oh, Kyoko, chase it, son, chase it, chase it. Put some pressure on, and that's all we can really ask. It's one back, and we can maybe go for a quick counter. It's cleared up as far as Kelly can basically muster it, and eventually we just go, right, that's fine, man, play it through them, and we're good. Yes, sir. Oof. Simmered enough 3-0 up, and that's good to see. Don't know what is happening with Hibs right now, but they're not covering themselves in glory. Same with Kelly as well, by the way. You'd think they put a bit more effort into this, but 15% possession to this point in the game should tell you everything you need to know. It's been cleared up by McCrory looking for those offloading passes. Carter Vickers wins the initial knock-on, doesn't deal with it the right way, takes a bounce. Lovely taking touch. Oh, it's a good spread actually. As soon as I kind of say Kelly need to get themselves into it, they're immediately trying to do so. Doesn't work out this time, but that was a good pass. Johnston has it. Lays off for the captain, who's pretty much been everywhere on this park, to be fair. Yeah, you can add more stuff as more members join, you get access to like different things, and I can add more shit as time goes on. Like I've got like a trophy, one that shakes, you know. Oh yes, Forrest, good feet, played in towards Hatate, cuts it up, it's a bit overhit. I don't like the 1-2 touch stuff whenever it's under a lot of pressure. It's all well and good if you're trying to just get in between space, but Kelly are playing basically with a flat pack 6 at the back there now. They've almost forced Lions to drop in and cover the space with them, which is fine and all, but it's allowing Celtic to get tons of extra touches, and more importantly for us, positional awareness, and as long as we have that, Celtic are always going to be the stronger of the two teams. It's played across, what the I tell you what, man, that was nearly curling in towards the net. He ends up doing like a whole... It was definitely an intended cross for O'Reilly, but it could have been a wee bit dangerous there. I wouldn't say this is a boring football match. Kelly have not had too much of the ball, but they still have made chances. But Celtic have just done what we've done in pre-season, holding up the ball well, making chances where we can. Only difference is McCrory has woken up and he's made a couple of really good saves for Kelly. Give him credit where it's due, and as soon as I say that, they're in behind again. I need to stop speaking shit about these cunts. Every time I do, they're immediately in behind. I don't like that. O'Reilly, spread. Nice. Rio, 1-2 switch, he's got it. Can probably go for a quick pass and does indeed do so. Here's Forrest though. Yes, Forrest. Yes, Forrest. That nearly works out. Kyogo bounces around. Should be two. Should be two. How the fuck is it not two? McCrory deserves a lot of credit for making that difficult, but Kuhn really should have put that one on target. That rebound should have been a goal. Oh, it's so unlucky because he doesn't have too much time to stand up and flick his boot at it, but he just puts too much on it and it just rolls off the top of the bar. Could have been, man. I'm pretty sure there was a loose little touch for McCrory to just get something on that as well, so it's an actual really good save. Corner whipped in, up high, headed up and away from everyone. No one's dealt with it fully. Carter Vickers tries to shovel it. McGregor's done well to actually body that one up, played into space. Still has it, lovely taking touch, bounces out, and it should be a throw in for us. To be fair, he deserves it. Oh, they've done a big mistake. They've let us in behind again after that rebounded shot. The initial one for Taylor didn't look that threatening, but they, again, Kelly just don't look convincing when it comes to getting clearances away. Like, if you give them a touch, sure, they can set themselves and clear it fine. But they're just not getting that movement that they would otherwise want to see. It's a good play out, Scales. In behind for Carter Vickers. Lovely ball out towards the right hand side. Johnston has it. Canadian cuts it back for Kuhn. That's a lovely switch as well. The switching is really nice. Scales might have a crack here. He was looking like he was actually shaping up to do it. It was a very funny old game, isn't it? I mean, Kuhn scores an absolute belter. Like, two absolute belters against City and then misses that. But again, I can kind of understand it because he's like falling backwards after standing up. Look, it's a wee bit of a difficult one. That's really poor for Scales. What the fuck is Scales, man? Like, Carter Vickers hasn't had a single... like, Scales has not won a single battle against Basel, I don't think. I mean, Carter Vickers is winning every single one against them because it's like a match-up perfectly, you know, it's like two physical bodies, but Scales just... he's got the height, not the strength behind them. You'd have scored that and I'm a defender. Hey, to be fair, I can understand that valid. But they do have a good chance here. Bainbridge is getting very physical with O'Reilly, I might add. There's the ball in. It's not going to find anyone and straight into the hands of Kasper Schmeichel. If anyone's looked composed and convincing this game, it's probably been him. Just no real problems, no real fuss. I mean, one of Kelly's shots was quite literally a deflection straight at him, so they haven't done a lot in terms of offensive threat. That is a ball. Holy shit. Here's Kuhn. Nice. Go on, son. Rio. Lovely. This should be potential for two. It's not really dealt with by Kilmarnock again. Their clearances are not that great, but McGregor decides he wants to be a UFC fighter for a moment and just kind of bodies in towards, I think, Lions there. You're scoring on fat lord this year. Yeah, it's showing that Kuhn chance again. It's a good initial save and then... oh, it's the defender that gets a touch, I think. Or was it McCrory? Ah. Nah, you're not fat, Watchel, you're thick. Do what lassies do, man. I'm not overweight, I'm just thick. Aye, thick in the head. McCrory has it, let's see what... I don't know why it's showing McCrory there, but it just cut back and Kelly have a throw. Fantastic. Well, I guess we're going with that. We move. It's been swung forward. Could take a unique bounce here actually. Schmeichel's going to be put under some pressure. Dealt with it fine enough, so we'll love to see it. Although Kelly are putting some highline pressure on. We don't like this. This is good for them actually. Really good ball into the box. It should have been a header for Vassell. You're saying it like a mafia boss, Watching. I've made peace with it. I enjoy a good fucking scrap. What can I say, boys? I thought he's brought his man over there. That should be a fault. Oh, okay. That was actually very clever for McGregor. A little backslide pass towards Scales to open up an entire side of the field. And that's exactly what we try and exploit. Good for, really good for Forrest. Gets past his man and everything. Ball into the box isn't great, but he'll let it bounce out for a corner. That's more than fine. We love to see that. Good stuff. That's based. You can just picture Ida sitting in the training ground in Norwich just going, I want to go back there. I don't want to sit here and suffer for this shit. I want to play for the good team. Ball into the box, headed on, it's 2-0! Yes, son, it's fucking Scales! How the fuck, man? We'll love to see it. Oh, shine of fire, it's fucking goddamn Liam Scales, of course it is. Brilliant header, might I add, by the way. Like, we've had some very easy looking chances. That was a difficult header. On the kind of upstretch, kind of has to flick it off the back of his head, and I'll tell you what, man, does an excellent job of doing so. Picks the near post. Oh, that's so beautiful, man. It just takes a wee dink off it on the way in, just to show how accurate that was. Celtic 2. Kilmarnock 0. I'm pretty sure that's basically what he's trying to do, man. Exactly, it should all there is anyway to summarise it. It's just pristine. Well, Kelly just tried the long ball forward straight out of the gate. Didn't work out for them, but fair enough. I'm happy with this, man. Very, very happy with this. It could potentially be more than 3. I think Flash will be sitting at the game. He'll be buzzing. I can already tell, man, because I mean, they literally ran over and celebrated in the corner and everything, so quite nice to see. Very good first half of football. Some good saves for the goalkeeper is basically the only reason that Kelly aren't completely and utterly shut out of this game. And as Crowtail says, we can basically just go for goal difference now. Cheers to the person that unsubscribed. Very, very cool. We love to see it. That's a good run outside. They can go for a cross, cut in. Doesn't necessarily deal with it the right way, but McGregor has it. Scales. 1-2 between him. Okay, yes, alright. Forrest still has it. Shot! Oh, that could have been 3. Or genuinely could have been 3. Oh, again, McCrory with the outstretched glove, man. He's doing a lot to keep them in this. Another corner kick for us. We can maybe do something with this 1-2. We did just score half if we want. Marking Scales a bit more seriously now. Whip near post. It's bounced around and cleared away. It should just be another one. No risks being taken at all. Some of the Celtic fans leaving to get their half-time scran because I don't think they're really worried at this point in time. That's for putting us out of the League Cup, yes. Then we see the Belfast protests, so guys of Union Jackson Tricolour standing side by side. Yeah, see, to be fair, it's because of the overall arching problem that this country has right now. Like, the entirety of Britain is just not happy with some of the laws, let's say. And to be fair, I don't disagree with them. Not fully, anyway. Come here legally, fantastic, we love to see it, you're more than welcome, but if you come across here on a boat and stab people, you deserve everything that's coming your way, that's all I'm saying. The police are just nonsense, that's the nicest thing I can say about them right now. You seen it a few weeks back with the Gardaí, whenever they did that with the fucking... What was the name of that wee place, but it was like a town in Ireland that was trying to like do that, and it was just sad to see. But I'm happy that everyone's unified for something. UK is it's screwed. Oh, that's good. Feet for Kuhn does well to gather that going, son. It's a bit of a heavy touch, but it should. It does actually bounce through. Johnston has it. O'Reilly to Kuhn. Lovely cut across. It's going to be a chase down. And Kelly are more than happy. They just kind of get in each other's. I like that. That's nice though. I like that between is that Bainbridge and Johnston on that side. Like they're both kind of shoulders around each other having a laugh because I think they both just showed some real good strength there. I couldn't honestly tell you, Shuto. Only thing I can think is that if you go onto the actual channel page, there should be a thing that says become a member, and that would probably be the one that would take you through. Anybody bouncing in this country, I can't speak on a lot of political stuff, but damn right, fortunately that's the nicest way to say it. Like, I don't mind people coming over, not at all, but there's a thing called extending your liberties, and there are certainly a few individuals that have kind of done that recently. That's a great ball into the box! Oh, I don't think Rio realised he was onside. I think he thought he was off, so he just kind of just lackadaisically, just kind of touches it down, but... Oh, he was a wee bit more aware. If he was a wee bit more wise to that, could have done something. Keep on mixing tennis. Tell you what, man, he'd probably still do a job. I just love that, man, standing there in the pish and rain with a massive smile on your face because you're at Celtic Park. That's just pure vibes. It's good for Kelly here though, they actually might do something, so hold up a second. Actually, in fairness, not the worst thing they ever done. It was a good ball into the box, it was just cut out quickly. O'Reilly in turn cuts his pass out even better, and Kyogo will put the chase on to True. That's what I don't understand about Kelly's play. Like, I don't mind the idea of them trying to play fast and out from the back and all that, but anytime they go for the over the top, it's either it finds the man brilliantly or it just doesn't find him at all. That was poor, by all accounts. That is what it is, I suppose. Anyone that needs it, but that is half time here, so we take it where we can get it. Very good half. In fact, I want to have a little look at the Google stats. Oh, there you go. 17 shots, 8 on target, 84% of the ball. If that doesn't entail how good we've been, I don't know what does. I mean, Kelly's passing accuracy should tell you everything. It's not been convincing for them at all, although it just apparently went up 2%, even though the game's on pause. Fair enough. However, Kelly are, not doing too great, let's say. Hibs did actually lose 3-0 as well. Let me just take a quick little check of that. Who scored their second and third? Oh, it's the same guy, Oisin Smith. 4 shots on target, 3 goals. Man, you need to have words with a Hibs keeper, I'd say. But in the game that matters, the game for us, I'm very pleased with us so far, man. You got your... Oh, that's minted, actually. I think my dad has something similar to that. I can't mind what it was, but it was like an old book thing. It was like a bunch of pictures in it, basically. It's like a mad Celtic themed one, and you could. It's just a bunch of signatures and stuff that it has for like some of the older players. The most recent one that he has was Moussa Dembele, and that was when me and him had like season tickets, and we went to the, that was the Invincible season. The only reason I remember that is because of the 5-1 win against Rangers. That shit will stick in my head until the day I die. I'm pretty sure on my deathbed that game will play through my head before I go. Yeah. It's not as if the English are having any much of... Again, this isn't a Scotland problem, this is like a UK and Ireland problem, like every single country in this tiny wee nation. We're in Ireland, that's what people seem to forget. Like, you've got Germany and France and all that kind of going, why aren't you taking more people? It's because we've got the same fucking landmass as, like, Washington. You know what I mean? Like, we're taking in the better part of 200,000 odd people a year, and apparently, I mean, that's the legal figures of what we're meant to be taking in, but we all know we're taking in much more than that, man. I'll tell you now, I live in one of the most run-down areas in Scotland. Half the people I see ain't Scottish. I can say that in confidence. And then they wonder why half of us decide to fucking leave. I'll tell you right now, man, see if they change all the laws that screw me over, I'm gone. I ain't staying in this country, I'll tell you that for fucking facts. Iceland are always looking for people that can do tech and communications. I can do both, so I just fuck off to Scandinavia and get myself a good old paycheck. Free healthcare, free housing. Pfft. Doesn't mean shit if it's completely and utterly piss poor. So aye, I'll take my chances somewhere else if all goes south, I'll be honest with you, you know what I mean. It's kind of why I hope this starts to blow up out of nowhere. Like, I need a clip to go viral and get like 50 million views. That I can make bank and just buy a fucking house outright in some like random country that's like cheap to live in and live out my days in peace, because this country's on its arse. At least we have football though. At least we have football. And the football has been good, so we can take that, you know what I mean. Well, guess we can go back to the screen for now. Well, yeah, you can't blame a lot of it though. Like Africa, you've got a bunch of countries that are in civil war or just in genuine unrest financially. If you go to the Middle East, it's kind of the same. You know, there's a bunch of wars going on. We don't really need to talk about Gaza and all that stuff in Palestine, but we know what's going on over there. It's quite fucking sad. Obviously, it's not as if it's any much better the further up you. I mean, France, they're protesting the fuck out of everything now because they're holding the Olympics, and a lot of people are like, why? Well, didn't you just have riots less than like 6 months ago? And everyone's like, it's just constant bitterness. Russia's falling apart. Ukraine barely exists anymore. The US is basically burning itself alive. Canada is just Canada, I guess. Mexico are thriving. Good for Mexico. I'm happy for Mexico, man. They deserve it. Sure, they might have the cartels, but you know what, man? At least they try. They probably have a lot of problems that I'm not even slightly aware of because, again, I'm not from there. But nowhere in the world is fine to live in. It's just that there are better places. Oh, that's sick, man. See, that's what happened when my dad met Moussa Dembele. We were just kind of standing talking to him because we met him outside Celtic Park about like an hour and a half before kick-off. Like, do you know how like you'll have players that will come in on their own and then players that will come in on the bus? Well, Dembele had, like came across for like the KFC that's just outside. And obviously, you know, he was with like some of his family and stuff. So when he walked around, me and my dad were just like, "Yo, what's happening, man?" He was just like, "Hello, what's happening?" And we just talked for a bit, and it was minted. I'm like, "What the fuck? This guy's just scored like 3 goals in his last match, and we're just chatting away with him like he's like." That's the cool thing. It's the same way Scott Sinclair and James Forrest as well. I met James Forrest at a mad event thing. That's why I have such like a pure affinity for him, because he's genuinely one of the nicest guys in football. Like, the way that you see him on the pitch, the pure big smile, the happy like attitude, no matter what, that is the way the guy is in real life. He's just so nice. The coolest one was Kieran Tierney though, because he literally played at St Andrews, which is about 5 minutes away from where I live. And his old team used to play up at St Ambrose, like the Celtic Youth Academy team played up at St Ambrose, which is about 15 minutes away from where I live. So I've met him a few times. Doing a lifetime it is indeed. The best countries to live in? Right now, I would say for work opportunities, Canada, because they have a lot of like migration rules that allow you to work out there for a long period of time. If you're looking for like housing costs, anywhere in Southeast Asia, because you can basically rent out an entire fucking like village for probably 300 quid, but you can get like a decent, you know, decent standard of living out there. If you walk out there with a couple of grand in your pocket, you could probably live for a solid year or two off that. In terms of views, nah, for me Iceland. I don't really like I would move to Iceland, Canada, or maybe if it was like somewhere southern, probably maybe I was going to say Brazil, but fuck that. Probably maybe Chile for the Andes. Just seems like a nice place. Oh, I don't disagree with that, man. Trudeau is a weird one. He is a weird man. Corrupt basically just means they're rotten to the core, right? They do things for their own gain and not for the actual gain of what they say. Like, do you know how whenever we say the SFA are corrupt, like, we're not saying they're bad, like, you know, like the entire organisation, but corrupt means that there's, like, bad eggs in amongst it, you know, it's not as it seems. One of the most ignorant players you ever met was Sean Maloney. That's kind of surprising, but also not. It's the only person that put my hand out that said have a good game and he blanked you. Well, let's hope he didn't have a good game then, Jesus Christ, man. I don't think I've met a Celtic player that's been outright rude. That's the thing about it. Like, I've met a handful of them, but again, Dembele literally he just stopped and talked to us with his family for 5 minutes, and he was just genuinely a nice bloke. Forrest was nice, Tierney was nice, Craig Gordon, lovely fella. You know, like, all the ones that I've met, I've not a bad word to say about them. The only football player that I have ever met that is genuinely, like, sort of rubbed me the wrong way was an academy player, believe it or not. And that was, fuck, what was his name again? I can't even remember because I was like 13 when I met him, but like, fucking... That's going to piss me off now. Because I don't know what happened to him, but I know he plays in the lower leagues, so I'm pretty sure he's in like the first or second. I think he plays for Peterhead now, but... Aye, he was a cunt. That's all I can say, because like, can I get an autograph? And he was just walked right past me, like, aye mate, you're not even in the starting 11, come on to fuck. That's true. I mean, I never knew that Spain or France or literally any country in between was considered like a war zone that people... everybody knows why Britain's the obvious choice, right? You get free healthcare, free education and free money, right? Let me put it to you like this, right? I'm on like benefits, I'm on like invalid like disability, I'm on social security, all that sort of stuff, because I am literally dying. Right, I have like scarring on all my internal organs, I have like a life expectancy, all of this good shit, and I get less money a month than some random dude that just like stoats in off of a fucking like float boat. Like, they'll get $3.5 grand a month in like additional support. And that money doesn't get spent here, it gets sent straight back to their families or whatever, and then Britain are going, why are we losing money at a fucking rapid rate? We need to cut money off everyone that's British. So that's not the problem, lad. You've got about fucking 300,000 families minimum every single week sending hundreds of thousands of pounds to other countries that isn't ever going to come back to Britain. And then they're going, oh, why are we skint? Maybe take a look inwards, man. It's not the fucking people that are the problem, I'll say that with the utmost confidence. To be fair, Scott, I don't think McInnes isn't necessarily... I mean, he's got the right idea, because again, the balls in behind have been sort of effective, but they're giving the ball away too much. They do need to tighten up when they have the ball, because especially when it comes to like Lions or Polworth, for instance, like, they're not taking those indirect moves. They're kind of holding it up and then trying to pick that long pass. But when you have Johnston and Taylor who can run and cover all those spaces, then Carter Vickers is basically just marking Vassell. If he isn't marking Vassell, then you've got Scales. So they need to kind of stop pushing bodies forward and taking more risks, especially if you're 2-0 down, right? You know you're not going to get back into the game unless you take a gamble. This would be the time to do so. In the opening 5 or 10 minutes, just go for it. And if you concede a third, then you know, right, shut up shop, play for goal difference. But there's no shame for Kelly to actually just give this a bash now. If they do, fantastic, that's all you can really ask for. I'd like to see them give us a bit of a tougher second half, because we need to kind of be tested ourselves. We don't want to have a smooth sailing road. You need to be tested to kind of know where you need to tweak and what needs to change. And the only thing I'd say that Celtic needs to change is just occasionally use the right side a wee bit more, because Johnston and Kuhn haven't really had too many opportunities to do individual runs. We've seen a ton of them for Forrest, and Taylor's had a few as well, but not too many on the right hand side. So try and get them involved a bit more. That's about it. Stoats on half of that. Well, yeah, I mean, it's true though. The second half's about to kick off and start anyway, so we'll... Or it might be kicking off in 5 minutes, I'm honestly not too sure. Oh, we don't know. We don't know. Yeah, hold on, I'm going to see if I can check something quickly. Ah, see, that's a bastard, see, because obviously I'm signed into this account, so I can obviously, like, stream. Told the Wi-Fi is Celtic Park is lousy. Oh. Did you earlier, nothing loud. Jesus Christ, man. Well, to be fair, there's a lot of people that'll be hot spotting, I'd imagine anyway. Ah, how you doing, Paul? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Greens from Coney Clare Island. All Ireland hurling champions, let's fucking... I honestly, it's not a sport I watch, but it's funny as hell, man. Love to see it. That and Gaelic football you just take really seriously, and I love that. Oh well, hated Graham Taylor fault there. Basically, I feel like if McInnes wants to get anything out of this tactically, he has to just play the simple game right. Fundamentally, they're defending fine because again, Celtic have had about 18 shots in the first half. Only 2 have gone in. Right, McCrory's made some good saves. Lyons positionally has dropped back to cover the right areas. You've got Mayo and Finlay who are doing very good, and honestly, Mayo's been fantastic at kind of getting those headers away for crosses. But again, they're just getting the ball away, they're not doing anything with it, and that's going to cause them problems, especially when you get to the 60th, 70th minute and those tired legs start coming in, because Kelly, they did just play a few days ago, you know, they knew that they were going to come into this game with a slightly weakened squad, but it's not as if Celtic are going in at 5th gear either. This is not even how we played in the pre-seasons, we're just kind of playing to what Kelly offer, rather than what we want to do. Hurling's the fastest field sport in the world. I'm trying to think, there would be a couple of really good ones to be fair, like yeah, because I mean hockey and hurling would kind of be the same type of thing, right? Because you get field hockey, and field hockey's very fast when that's played at full speed. Like, have you ever watched like Olympic versions of it, man? It's like constant. I'd honestly say tennis, right? Tennis technically counts as a field sport, and that's constant. But it does drag out. Kelly's tactics make you want to... That's the thing about it. They'll need to change, man. They'll need to change a couple of things, because if they don't, they're kind of fucked. I've not been hit with a lacrosse ball, but I have been hit with a hockey stick at full pelt. High school, man. As most of my bad injuries actually came from like physical education in high school, to be honest. Oh, they're coming up for the second half. Right now, everything else does not matter. What matters is this. We're back. I mean, I suppose if you want to get technical about it. But technically, you know, use a football pitch as an example. You got a football pitch, but you can call it a football field or, you know, whatever else. But it's still technically played on grass, so... Unless it's clay, in which case, fair. You know what I mean though, Paul? I ain't disrespecting Holland because it's just not a sport I watch, to be honest with you. It's... That's good, okay, right. Well, immediately they've got 2 up front. So I think what they're doing is they've kind of grouped Murray and Vassell in closer. Oh my god, what a ball! If we score right out the gate, that pass was superb, by the way. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Taylor right now, but he's woke up and shows violence, and I love to see it, man. Corner kick for us. Oh yeah, field hockey can be brutal. I got whacked in the side of the leg, man. I had a bruise on it for like 2 months straight. That shit sucked. Ball into the box. I'm not sure who it's headed away by, but it was cleared away by Kelly. I think it was Donnelly in the end that got onto it. That's good. Good for Johnston. Really good for Johnston. Go on, son. Let's play it towards that right hand side. Coon's taking a gamble to get in quickly. Takes a bounce and it should just be a corner kick, which it is. Fantastic. Oh, like an instant all-time classic type scenario. You played hopscotch at school. Professional hopscotch champion. Football. There are a bunch of different things, to be fair. Basketball. I was really good at badminton. Badminton and table tennis were my two. Like I was inter-house champion in my high school and all that stuff. I love that shit. I still am pretty athletic, but again, health. It's not fun. Can't believe we scored for a corner. No, that shit still baffles me, but we have actually been pretty good towards the end of last season on set pieces as well, so it's one of those ones. You've been playing football. I would love to play football in Egypt until like someone kicks a ball and the sand gets in my eyes. Then I fall down and cry immediately, man. That shit would suck. I know what he's talking about though, like beach football, I guess. If you've ever been to Ayr or Troon, they have those little side pitches that are quite good to play on, but my god, man, it doesn't feel like sand. Kelly do have a chance here. That's why I've been talking about something else for the past minute. They've been just setting up for this free kick, but they're getting ready to swing it in, so hopefully they do something with it. It'd be nice to see them try and maybe get a shot on target that isn't just off of a deflection or something. That'd be quite nice. Well, I mean, they did something. They did get on the end of it, but there was no pressure at all. He kind of, I think he was trying to head it back across goal, but didn't necessarily go there. I like that. I generally do really like that, to be fair, Paul. If they're playing it for the love of the game, then that kind of tells you everything. That's good for Carter Vickers. I appreciate that, Paul. It's Kenny, man. Nice to have you back, mate. The worst of Fred Astrodov, don't even fucking... Those old basketball courts. Oh, dude, I hated those old things, man. Oh, that's good for Kelly, actually. They might do something here. They're going to be marked out if they don't move fast, though, and this is their issue. They keep trying to do this. And while I respect it because it works against other teams, it's what Celtic is specifically designed to prevent. Those quick plays in behind, especially down the wing, like Johnston's just going to stand his ground there every time, and every time Kelly just play it off him. And it's just happened again. They've done it twice in a row. Like even Johnston's kind of got his arms out like this, as if to say, right, come on lads, like, try something else. Oh, that's good feet. Rio's decided to continue on the run, actually. He's got options if he wants to go for the cross. Gets past his man, ball up. Cleared away in the end. This is what I'm saying. Kelly do very good at getting defensive shapes set, but when it comes to breaking out, they can't. Celtic just win it back. We can recover the ball and we can go again. Like, I feel for Kelly a little bit, because they're just getting marked out with no real fuss or problems, but it's just good for us, because it means that there's no real threat for them getting back into this game. O'Reilly's just done brilliantly, get past his man, takes another bounce, could be a corner if it's not kept in. It is just about. In fairness for Kelly, they can swing it forward, but once again, doesn't find a particular pass, and Celtic can just gavel the ball, go again. Oh, that could be a chase on. That's a bit of a collision. Should be a corner kick though. They say goal kick instead. Kuhn doesn't look too happy with it, kind of wags his finger. Take a closer look here. Definitely, yeah, it should have been a Celtic. Should have been Celtic's ball, but can't really have it. Not as if it's going to do much anyway, so we kind of move with what we will. Are you playing in the salt flats in the Andes, Caden? Nah, to be fair, my old primary was just concrete. I used to go home every single day covered in at least like 3 cuts. Carter, good play out towards the right hand side. This is what, it's nice that we're trying to use the right hand side a bit more. This is what I was asking for. Just to see how they blend in, although that's poor, and Johnston's going to be on the chase, just throws himself into his man. That's going to be a yellow card, most likely. Be surprised if it wasn't, unless there was a trip up and they just kind of collided. What was that for, Robert? Aye, the key word there, virtual attempt. You would walk away with a fucking stone lodged in your kneecap or something, man, every time. But that's how I was such a, like, that's why I was like really good at goalkeeping, because I wasn't really afraid to get cut and stuff, so I would throw myself across the ground to save shit. Oh, we're breaking through. That has to be 3, surely. Lovely ball. Oh, McGregor, shoot, son. Just shoot. If you shoot there, that's fine. Tries to be too clever and buy the assist, and I think even Kuhn's reactions tells you everything. He's just kind of shy, you know, shoulders sag a wee bit. He's like, could have done a wee bit better with that one, Captain. I'll be honest with you, but fair enough. Scales gets it out towards the left. Here's Rio. Cut pass, brilliant one as well. It's well kept in by Forrest, just about does enough. As they fire it back vertically towards his man. That's lovely. I'll tell you what, fair play, McGregor. You've just redeemed yourself for that one. Ball out. Oh, Rio's got it for range. This always ends in a goal. It nearly does too. Just beside the post and wide. That could have been so nice. Fuck. Fuck. That was actually really decent. Unlucky, man. We do have it back. They've given the ball away immediately. What the fuck? Again, Kelly just can't get their lines clear to save themselves. It's played out towards that right hand side. Johnston, whipped cross, and I tell you what, O'Reilly was there languishing just a wee bit over his head, I think. Oh, it took a touch, that's why it was a corner. I was a wee bit confused. That probably would have been a goal if it wasn't then. Well, we're causing problems, and that's all we can really ask, man. I strode off all of that, man. See, that's a, like, I think there's some things that just were better, like when it was like, you know, young, because nowadays it's all pure like high end. Like if you want to play football, you need to pay to play on a really nice pitch that costs you like 20 fucking bucks an hour to rent out, and it's pointless. I would rather just go into a grass field with a group, like some of it's cut, some of it isn't, and you just have fun, because that's the whole point in football. People tend to forget that. Solid 95% of the people who pick up a ball realise that they're not going to be professional, but you'll have the assholes that think that they need to take everything seriously. So no, it's a game of football. Enjoy it. It's fine. It's different when you're watching your team, because you want your team to do well, but when I'm playing football, like actually in person, I don't give a shit, man. It's just about having fun. That's how it should be. That's good for Kuhn. Lovely step inside, can go for the 1-2 pass here, and that might still work out. It was I don't think O'Reilly was expecting it. He's got it back off of a deflection. It's whipped across, cleared away comfortably in the end by Kelly. There's a few shouts for a kind of late push on Johnston, but I don't really see a problem with that one. That will just be going out for a good old-fashioned killing the kick. Oh, undoubtedly, Barrowfield will be fucking, like, high-end as hell. Better than some of the pitches you'll get at SPFL level. How the... Oh my god, Scales nearly got a double. It's still not cleared away. It's not the greatest touch for Forrest though, but I'll tell you what, that was either a really good save or a really good block. For someone to deny Scales a second, that's going to be a foul and maybe a card for Vassell, I'm not too sure. Guy just clips at the heels of Johnston. I want to see that replay back. Was literally going to say that, unfortunately. It should have been a call for Vassell, but they haven't. It was a block on the line. It was a fucking great block on the line as well, by the way. I get that. I don't know what it is, but that Bainbridge and Mayo combination's holding out form for Kelly for now. Forrest. Oh, that was so clean between him and O'Reilly. If the touch was just a wee bit soft off the Forrest. That's unlucky. Used to play without... I'm going to presume that's boots you're trying to say. Well, you do it, you kind of make it more comfortable. Boots are fine, you know. I have boots over there. Didn't matter when you were in primary school though, man. Kicking them about with your fucking square loafer shoes. That's good for O'Reilly. Nice attack. Cuts it back. Carter Vickers out towards Scales. Doesn't find him, and it's going to be a chase down between Forrest. I think Donnelly. Smart out. Carter Vickers. I love how the centre backs always tee up like they're going to shoot and then just don't. I want to see Carter Vickers rip one for 30 yards into the top corner at some point, man. It'd be smashing. Carter Vickers just holds himself up there from the layoff from Scales. Just about dealt with. Back towards the Irishman. Lovely cut inside, but cut out brilliantly in response by Kelly. And this is what I'm saying, that they need to do a bit more. They need to move fast, and for once they do so. They get it out towards the left hand side. No bullshit with the long passes. They'll just try to play simple stuff. That's what they need to do. It takes a bounce. It should be a corner kick for us, or maybe a goal kick. I'm not sure if it came off at a Kelly body or not. Couldn't keep it in control, I think, so we siphon this one off. Decent for Johnston. Just keep it simple, son. Nothing too unique you need to worry about here. That's good for Kyogo. That's a brilliant ball for Kyogo. Go on, son. Here's Nicholas. Gets inside space. Go on, kid. Finish it, son. Good hit. Takes a bounce. It's in. It's unlucky for Kelly. You've got to say it's very unlucky for Kelly's point of view, but do you know what? We deserved it for just how anti-football Kelly have been today. Takes a huge bounce off of a deflection and it just kind of sails over McCrory, no problem at all, into the back of the net. Celtic are going to run away with it. 3-0, boys. Oh, it's a lovely ball for Kyogo to start the move, though. I will say that, man. It was absolutely pristine. Just gets it out, like... Lovely stuff. Kun just goes across his man, steps inside, takes a hit. Just bounces off of you. I'm pretty sure it's... I think it's Mayo, I'm not too sure. Who's had an ironically very good game for Kilmarnock, but... It should go down as a Kun goal though, because it was on target. But it is a very, very fortunate bounce, because it just sells the keeper really. It goes down, doesn't really have too much to do it. Like the Mites of Schmitz and hit his target. What the fuck? Well, boys, my prediction has came flush. 3-0. May it stay that way. It better stay that way. I would love it to, because then it means I'm right. However, if we score a few more, I'm not going to complain either. I'd be happy with either or situation right now. Little remind. Oh yeah, fuck, I need to plug. Damn, I didn't even do this in the first half. My apologies, but we did just score, so I don't think we're going to be worrying right now. Hi, hello. If you would like to, please subscribe. Best thing you can do to help the channel, you can like the video as well, or this stream. It helps keep us in the algorithm so more people get recommended, all that good stuff. You can also, if you would like to, become a member or send a super chat, all that stuff. Not mandatory, not needed. Don't worry about it if you don't want to. Main thing, just come back next time. Thank you. That's all the plugging for that. That is literally the last plug of the stream, so I don't need to do it anymore legally. Yes. Three more, alright, aiming for 6. Oh wait, yeah, that was your prediction actually, wasn't it? 6-0, so it's doable. And it could be on. Played out towards that side. There is a lot of space for Cooney to get a cross off here. Does get it off, but it's blocked. Could have done a wee bit better with it, O'Reilly could have probably done a wee bit better there. It's laid off, good cutback, could have a shot as well. Takes another bounce, but this one's a lot more fortunate deflection wise from Coon's shot. Straight in the hands McCrory this time. Aye, then you've done all you can do, Caden, mate. Appreciate it, man. Oh, Ralston's going to get some minutes. That's a bit of an unexpected change. Palmer makes sense. He'll probably come on for Forrest just to give him a bit of a breather. This is usually the time where Forrest would come off. I'm just going to let that bounce out for a throw in so he can probably make those changes. Yep. Oh, it's not Forrest that's coming off, it's going to be Coon. He did just get his goal and was actually starting to kind of embellish himself into this game, but I guess Rodgers doesn't want to take too many risks, just takes him off, simple and pure. I'm sure a lot of people want to fuck Ralston, but I mean, he's just playing football for now, I'd say. I love that wee celebration between between O'Reilly, Kyogo and Coon. That's actually quite nice. Well, those changes are officially on. Johnston is out. Ralston is on. And of course Palmer, he's on as well. So maybe he can get a goal, a nice wee hook up shot for the Honduran would be quite lovely. And a good game for the Canadian as well, man. Tip your hat to him. Johnston's been fantastic this match. I mean, they've all been fantastic this match. It's about as good as a team performance as you can ask, just minus the ability to finish sometimes. Right idea with the cross, but there was not enough power on it. Taylor has been Do you know what? Honestly, he might be my man of the match, and I'm not even joking about that. Like, I know there are people that have scored and done some nice football. Scales can be in that argument, but honestly, for me, Taylor has been genuinely great this game, which is surprising as hell, but he's put so many lovely through balls through. It's like, first touch has been immaculate as well. It's about as good as you can ask out of a left back, honestly. It's been swung over the high halter. Vassel's going to do well to hold it up. Scales once again he's going to get out muscled by Vassel. That's not really a surprise at this point. We've seen it a few times. Carter Vickers steps in to help him eventually. It's played back. Kelly can try and go forward with it. It's just going to be sent forward and hope this time. Not the smartest move, and yeah, that's good for Palmer. Gets in front of his man. It should be a throw in for Kelly, and it is. Aye, exactly. Like, Ralston's okay, you know. It's not like Welsh or, you know, like a fucking, I can't even think of worse examples, like a Quan, I guess. Like, Ralston's actually a good, useful player, and to be fair, remember the man did score some very, very crucial goals for us to get you some titles. All I'm saying, that fucking goal against Ross County in the last minute. I have a lot more respect for him after that happened. There's some changes for Kelly. Kennedy, Vassell and Polworth are off, and they've got Armstrong, Cameron and McKenzie on. So, like I said, Armstrong was the one player that you would probably look towards, and that is exactly what he's decided to do. So, although Cameron will come on as more like a medium in that midfield to try and hold up, and well, not in the midfield I should say, but on that kind of like right hand side to match up against Taylor a bit more effectively, I should say. but this is, see what we've got for Hatate. This is what you expect, right? I didn't expect Taylor to actually play as good as he has, right? Hatate, you know he's going to score a screamer, you know he's going to be technically brilliant, and that's exactly what he's been. It's the same, you can make that case for O'Reilly or Kuhn, because they've done the exact same thing. They've played exactly how you would expect them to. However, I wasn't expecting it for Taylor. There's a half chance. Kelly did something. They had a shot. They had a shot. And there's even some applause for the Celtic fans. Oh. Tell you what, man, there was a kind of languishing boot on the offside of that. If Armstrong stuck his leg out a bit earlier, he could have got something on it. For you Scales, honestly, yeah. I think they're becoming more aware to it. I think that's the thing, Wayne. But obviously, Scales just, he's a good adaptive player. I think that's the one thing that works in his favour, because Carter Vickers has just kind of came on to bolster him, if that makes sense. You know, like anytime Scales feels a wee bit under pressure, that's a foul for us. It should be anyway. There's a shot pulled up. It is. But anytime Scales has had like a slight issue, he's had multiple people either side of him to back up. Taylor's been, like I said, very convincing on that side. And anytime it's gone central, you've got Carter Vickers standing guard to cause some problems, and that's all you can really ask. That's a good ball out wide. Palmer and Taylor there at the market though. Ball into the box is strong, and I tell you what, how the fuck did he miss it that bad? Oh, tell you what, he was onside as well. If he just like kind of used the power of the ball and rolled it in, could have got something out of that. Listen, we're 3-0 up, mate, but the referees can't cheese us for this point. It would take some severe, like, next level, like, documentary made in 20 years about the exposed lies of the SFA type beat. And Kelly do have a good pie, so we can give them a goal for that, I suppose. But I want my prediction to remain true, so 3-0 it should stay. Lovely ball, lovely touch for O'Reilly as well. That's a little slack, Carter Vickers. This is what I'm talking about. Whenever Scales can't get there, Carter Vickers can. Simple, pure, effective. They have a really nice partnership. And a great, lovely ball for Scales. Cut back across by O'Reilly. Forrest just kind of steps inside, goes for the 1-2 with O'Reilly instead, but it's kind of switched out by the Dane, McGregor. Rio, who's more or less posted up on the right wing now. It's not the perfect pass, although it's been given away poorly. McGregor wandering through their entire team. Has a shot well blocked, out towards Rio. So that's what I'm talking about. Every time the ball comes to him, you kind of tense up like this is going to be like really good or really bad. It was just a bit of mix of the two. He had the power on it. Similar to one of his shots in the first half, if any of you can recall back to it around the 20th minute, the shot that was just over the ball but had a ton of power behind it. Just nearly did the exact same thing again there. Could have been 4. But Kelly for now survive just about. Top of the league by alphabet. I think that's the only reason why I want is to get one more, just so that we can like save from the first match day. Yeah, Casper's been convincing. He hasn't had much to do. I think that's the one thing you will say. Domestically, he won't. It's more or less like Champions League that I'll be more concerned about for him. There's a foul there. It should be a card as well. Well done, referee. Donnelly's in the book. Man's committed like at least 3 or 4 fouls in the last 10 minutes. That's probably one of the more major ones. Just a straight block on a tie, pulls him down. Right in front of the referee, just silly. We need another goal so we can start slinging top of the league. Technically we already are. Virtual just said alphabetically. We're good. I mean, I'm trying to think of any positive note you can spin on what Kelly's done so far. That is a fucking ball if he can get to that. Oh, that is so unlucky. See, some of the long switch passing that we've done this game, it's just been fantastic to watch. That's all you can say, yeah, man. It's been really good. I love how his dad's in the stadium as well, man. Like, even though Casper's in his like mid-30s at this point, his dad still comes to all his games. I find that really wholesome. Oh, that's good. That could have been really nice for Rio there. Tried to flick it over for Kyogo. Doesn't necessarily work out, and Kelly do some really good defence there to just about it. Aye, exactly it, Tom, so we can technically sing it. Better play this way in the Champions League. Maybe a bit better. Because again, this isn't Celtic in 5th gear by any means. I'd say this is more 3rd. Maybe the late 2nd, you know, just about to shift into 3rd gear kind of thing. But Kelly haven't really came out of 1st. That's the disappointing aspect. You'd think Kelly would be a good starting test. The same way that Rangers would have looked at Hearts and went, right, well, if we can get a good result against these guys to kick off the season, it tells us a lot about where we're at. And Hearts did exactly what they were kind of predicted to do. They'd make the game difficult, and they were actually the better team, arguably. But coming into this one, a lot of people thought Kelly would do something a bit better than just kind of stagnate defensively, but it's what McInnes does, isn't it? You kind of seen it in the game against Circle Brugge, where once they went 1-0 down, immediately the kind of shuttles went up to defend what they had, so to speak, and after Celtic got their first, which was early on enough to cause us problems, you know what I mean? It was like 15th, 16th minute or something. But after that, they couldn't really settle into the game that they wanted to. Aye, you pretty much had it nail on the head, Virtual. We haven't really had to push ourselves to play as hard as we have. But the football's still been fantastic, which is much better than what it was last season. We could be in for 4! Kyogo. Man just head-butted the floor in frustration. That tells you everything. It is a very unlucky bounce. Very unlucky bounce indeed, man. But it could have done a wee bit better. As someone who's left-footed, I'm thinking, Haaland the fuck out of that, you know. Just get something onto it back across the goalkeeper. But I think Kyogo tries to, like, I think he sets itself up to try and chip it back over the goalkeeper instead. So it just kind of rolls off his ankle and out wide. Yeah, Robert, I think that's what we're kind of touching on. Like, Celtic need to be able to hit 4th to 5th gear consistently in the Champions League. Like, Ange, you know, levels of like energy with Rodgers levels of composure. That's what we need. Yeah, just the wrong foot, exactly. If he was left-footed there, that's a much easier type of goal to score. But no shame in it. The wee man's had a brilliant game, and I tell you what, that little back heel scorpion touch was quite nice. Nearly gets away with it, I know. Kelly have got something here going though. Although this is Carter Vickers, man. Every time Scales just kind of points, Carter Vickers is already there, man. Like his positional awareness, defensive awareness has been. There's Bobby Wales. It's Bobby Wales, everyone. Bobby Wales is coming on. Coolest name in sports. We do have a change of our own coming on as well, in case you's... Oh, that's a foul, surely, fuck's sake. I was going to say, there was just a lot of hold up there. Aye, sure can do the bounce. You can't take away anything from it. Oh, we might be in for 4 anyway, doesn't matter. Here's Palmer. It's a loose ball though. He needed to put power on that one. Like I said, the only complaint I have with this game today is we're just not fully switched on when it comes to the clinical finishes, which is fine. I don't mind that at all, but it's a little bit frustrating, I'm not going to lie. But there's still 15 minutes, that's the way I'm looking at it, so in 15 minutes you can realistically do a lot. You still get 1 or 2 more. No, not Bobby. Bobby. I don't know what nationality he's from, but if he isn't Welsh, that'd be very disappointing, man. It's like, yeah, there we go. Yang's going to be on for Forest. That's going to be our change. Wee man did fantastic today. Deserves a lot of credit. I'm pretty sure he got involved on an assist, but no goals, unfortunately. But don't think he's going to be too fussed about that. Very good for him. It would have been nice if he'd scored in the first game of the season, so we could kind of do that. That's him scored for like what, 14 seasons straight or something. But it's going to be Yang and Palmer on the wings to finish this one out. Kyogo's still central. Kelly player putting on his boot. I don't know when that came off, honestly, but I guess it did. Well, if you're thinking about it, how would you kind of summarise this? If you were to say like a key point, he's Scottish, so that's a rip. That's so sad. I was hoping that he was Welsh. Oh well. Shit, I just totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, right, okay, well if there's like a keynote or a way to kind of, you know, if you're like the newspaper guy that gives like a 1 sentence synopsis of what the game is, how would you sum this one up? Because honestly, for me, I would just about as expected. Because I mean, this is what I expected, honestly. And I feel like Casper's probably made a good decision coming Van der Leck, because I don't think he would have seen a crowd as big as that for an opening day type scenario, let alone against a team that... I mean, let's be honest, Kelly will still probably be fine out in the top 6. But this isn't this type of, you know, game that you want to get off on. Obviously, they'll be looking at the second game of the season as their actual kick-off point. But it doesn't bode well when your first game isn't you know, it's not great. Business as usual, yeah. Honestly, Robert, very good way to summarise it, man. Scales goes for the outside switch. Oh, fuck it, man. Give me an accent and I'll try and do a fucking... I'll try and do like the next passage I play in it. As long as it isn't inherently racist. Don't ask me to do an African one. That's good for Taylor. Again, Taylor. That pass. Oh my god, man. He's so good right now. What the fuck? Has he turned into Roberto Carlos? Oh, it's a peel away. Good for Rio. Good sidestep. Nice for Kyogo. Could be in for 4 here, Palmer. Sidestep. Shot. Wild deflection. I think it's just going to be a goal kick. That is what it is. Unless you're watching in a different reality and time zone, my man, I can assure you it's not 3-1 right now. Unless that's your full-time score prediction, in which case, honestly, Phil, could genuinely happen. And of course, massive shout-outs, first of all, to Crowtails for the donation. Very, very nice of you, man. Thank you very much. And obviously Virtual for becoming the first ever member of the channel. That is sick. Just like that grin on McInnes's face. What the fuck was that, man? That's the type of stare Sarah would have outside schools, mate. What the f... I would not be smiling like that 3-0 down. Or Kyogo has to be offside, surely. He's scored. I don't know if he's offside or not. I hope he is. Fuck, the flag's gone up. No. Let's see. That could be 4. That could be 4, you know. Get that VAR reviewed, man. I'd get that reviewed. That looked very close, man. It was like that. You know, like no matter, it just really depends on what angle you look at it on, but no matter what way it is, it's very close. They've just waved that off, so I don't think it is a goal. That's a bit of a bastard. It was a lovely finish. Of course, the one time Kyogo scores, and it's the hardest chance he has out the lot as well. That's the one that gets disallowed. That's a rip. And now there's a chance for Kelly on the break here. Good step inside for Scales to cover it though. Gets it away. I'll check out your predictions video after this stream's done, Caden, if you want me. In fact, what to do, Chief, if you're in the Discord, put it in this like little self-promos bit. So that people for the Discord can come and watch and stuff, and gives you something into it. Happy to help out when I can, man. It's played over the top. Maybe Kelly can do something here. Carter Vickers just bodies his man. Buys the goal kick. Lovely stuff. It's a very weird line to draw. I mean, he's leaning to offside, and I think that's what Kyogo's saying. He's like, that's not, you know, like the margins are minimal, and if anything, it's his hands, but Kyogo's going to come off, I think, and I think Rio might be the other change as well. Thiago home! Yes! Thiago. He's going to get some minutes. Kind of looks like a mix of O'Reilly and Kasper Schmeichel, don't it? Oh, well, there you go then, kid. I was going to make a bunch of videos during pre-season, but I had a lot of life stuff going. Some of you kind of know about it, some of you don't. But yeah, I just didn't really have a lot of time or energy, I guess, to make videos. Although that will all change as this season goes on. It grows a wee bit more, I'll get more confident doing those types of things again, but I'll be honest with you lads, if you couldn't tell emotionally, my brain isn't all there right now. I'm just kind of vibing for the sake of vibing. That's good for Palmer. Really good for Palmer. Oh, that's a foul, get it carded, get carded, bring out the yellow. Get it out. Palmer's not getting up though. Oh no, don't you fucking tell me, man, stand up. He did get clipped, like it's a bit of a sore one, I'm not going to lie, but hopefully it's not enough to keep the guy down for a bit, man. It's a card for Lions, he's in the book. That's not good. I mean, judging by the replay, it's either one of the muscles in his like ankle. Oh mate, it could be in a... See, based on where it is, yeah, it could be an Achilles tendon snap. Because Palmer's had issues with that before it is. Oh, dude, no, I've seen that injury too many times. That's the Achilles tendon. That little part of your foot, right in the inside of the ankle, that it goes straight for it is. For those that do not know, and I'll explain this in brief terms, right there, oh fuck, you can't even see. But where's a shoe? To have a shoe on hand, I don't, fuck it. But right above your ankle, there's a small part of your muscle that is like a very crucial for rotation. That's known as your Achilles tendon. Man's just probably fucked it. He's able to walk and stuff, but I'm hoping that it isn't like a tear, and it's just more of a sprain that you can kind of run off with 10 or 15 minutes. He might probably just, even if it's to play it safe, just play it, just take him off and we can, you know, vibe. That is what it is though. We've got a free kick to play. Let's see what happens. I'm sorry, that's a penalty, man, surely. If it isn't offside, that has to be a clear and obvious penalty. Like every single person just went, ah! Look, that is the biggest roar you'll hear for a penalty in a long time. What the fuck are you talking about? Look, is he offside? He's offside. That's the reason, right? Okay, he's offside. That's why it's not going to be given. fair enough, can't argue with it, but Jesus Christ, man. Oof. McCrory's a lucky boy, man. If he went with studs in there, if he just kind of bodied him a bit harder. Oh, I'm glad he didn't. Yeah, I'm really glad he didn't catch him with his ankles there. That could have been bad. There's a little bit called the community self-promos in the Discord, Caden. You can put it in there, man. Oh, that's so unlucky, by the way, man. Kyogo's just had everything that can go wrong against him. Oh, Michael Stanton, how you doing, mate? How's it going? MS. I think it's MS anyway, if I remember right. Oh, this is really good. Good to be back. We love this year, mate. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Hope everyone's good. I have faith in the boys to do something special here. That's a good run. Again, very calm. I feel for Kelly because they're trying their best, you know. But it just isn't really happening for them at all, I'll be honest. Like, they're doing the right things, trying their... Yeah. There wouldn't have been a VAR check because they would have just went, he's offside most likely. It is what it is at the end of the day, boys. We can't really complain about it too much. That was a half chance, to be fair, nothing. Honestly, yeah, Virtual, you're spot on. Like, on a different day we could have won this by 6s and 7s, but a mixture of really good goalkeeping for McCrory because he has made some good saves, can't take anything away for the fella on that front, he has genuinely been really good. You can't take anything away from some of the defensive blocks and stuff as well. But for the most part, I'm quite happy with how we've played. Everything about it's been fine. I know, but you look at the replays, it's kind of obvious. Like, the first replay that it showed back, you could kind of tell it, like, base glance, Kyogo was like a solid half body offside. Like, if he wasn't, then I'd be like, fair enough, you know, it's fine, it's valid, but they're just very lucky. There was like about 3 centimetres that stopped that for probably being a red card type play. But it's surprising that it wasn't even checked. That should have been the minimum. Again, penalties have been given for way less than that, so if it was just deemed no penalty, then it's just classic Robertson shenanigans, man. I'm not even surprised. That's a good ball in. We could be in for 4 here. Chance takes a bounce out for a corner. That's more than fine. Taylor's happy with that. Hopefully the board releases. That's the key word of releases. Willingly. 100 million for BR. Nah, what I'd imagine, Chief, is that it would be about 20 million to probably spend max. And that includes the signings that we've already made, I'd imagine. Then once we get to January, if we're still in Europe, then, oh, half chance for us there, but it's cleared away comfortably in the end by, I think, that Cameron fellow. But it would probably be about 20 million in the summer, or the rest of the summer, I think, and then come January, if we're still in Europe, an extra 10, 15, if not, then probably just bolster signings for the sake of just getting us through the rest of the domestic season. That's the way the Celtic boards always work though. It's only 5 additional minutes left to play through for those that are curious, by the way. Not too much time left at all. And I'd say this has been a pretty okay stream for the most part. A good season starting point, to be fair. couple of people that we've seen for the last season. I think there's been one or two new faces as well that something's beaten. Hold on. Oh. Well, it's probably a good thing that the game's about to end soon because my shit, my bloods will drop. I'll need to eat at some point. Well, it's played back. Guaranteed to still be in Europe with this new format. The way that it works is that you have a kind of sequence of games. You have 6 games before Christmas, 2 games after. If you finish in the top 16, you go through to the kind of playoff where 4 play 4, and the other top 8, so the first 8 are immediately through to the, I think the round of 16, if that's how, not the quarterfinals I should say. They just get a pass, like a bye, so to speak, while the others play in like a bunch of playoff matches to determine the rest of them, because it's a really weird format, I'm going to be honest with you. But it can benefit us because you don't have to play the same team twice, so there's no scenario where you need to beat Real Madrid twice in a row because you only play them once theoretically. That's the big thing for the smaller teams, is that there is more opportunities to win points because it's based on coefficients. So chances are Celtic would start against a relatively hard opponent. We could start off against like a Bayern Munich or a Juventus type team, but the game after would be against like a Malmo or something like that who's qualified. That could be a chance for 4. McGregor doesn't take the best shot, but there could be another opportunity from the edge of the area. That's a good effort. Matthias O'Reilly nearly chipped in with his rudimentary screamer. One signing, then probably a loan signing. Keep Matt O'Reilly until Christmas, basically. Although we want to keep Matt O'Reilly until the end of his contract, 4 years for now. Oh, I appreciate that very much, James. That's kind of you, man. Been a pleasure to have you as always, Chief Bob. You have a lovely rest of your weekend. Scales doesn't necessarily deal with it right. Taylor does well, just nod that one away, buy some time. Well, I guess our season starts with a right prediction. We got ourselves a member, we got ourselves a good wee donation as well, a couple of subscribers. Someone just subscribed there, by the way, thank you very much. How you doing, Liz? Nice to see you again. Keep Matt O'Reilly until he's gone for his pension. I don't know. Once he's old enough, once he's in his like late 30s or whatever, just give him a player coach role. Keep it going. Let's go for Carter. Could be a chance for one more here. As always, I mean, they're still putting bodies forward. They're going for the risk, so it's always on. Who knows? I was joking. Jesus Christ. It might be 4. Kyogo! Good save! Spilled! It's 4! It is 4! It's Ralston! Get it round whoever said Ralston is shite, because the man's just scored from like the weirdest angle ever. Top of the league, and it's the only explanation I can find. Oh, it's Ralston, baby! Let's go! I was joking about us getting that last little late chance, but there we go, it happens. Brilliant shot for Kyogo, well saved again from McCrory, but the rebound shot for... Oh, Ralston, man. Get pegged, get megged, get absolutely fucking shamed and named. McCrory's just been absolutely done in by our right back. That's amazing. Ralston's goated, man. It's so good. That's a really well taken shot as well, by the way. He's getting closed down by his man, has to pick the weird angle and just goes straight through in between. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe that's what's made Casper come initially the first time. Can't wait for the first Yassi of the season. Oh god, that's going to be good. You don't need to wait too long. You've got a couple of things. Celtic or Rangers. We've got about 2 literal seconds left. And there it is! Fucking yay. Right, okay, we know the drill. For those that are new here, I'm about to scream very loudly, so turn your volume down if it's not what you want to hear. Cammy, we'll have to see it, mate. Light work for the boys, and there it is. I'm now going to scream very loud, so We know what we need to do. Right, get ready for this. I love how people join at the end of the stream just to watch me specifically do this one shout. Like the viewer counts just went up by 10 for a specific thing. I love to see it. Right, boys, for the victory and for the win. Fucking yes! Get it out, jeez! You fucking McInnes. Blah! Disgusting. Get that style of football off that pitch. Paradise is no place for pish like that. We win. We victorise. We're just really good at football. We're just so good at football. It's just really nice to see. We win. Yay! Guys, would you like a look at the table? Because it's quite fucking good. So. That's nice. Look at them. 7th. I hope they finish though. That would be funny. Not going to happen, but it would be funny. But there you go, boys. We start off with a good old-fashioned 4-0. We keep the theme going of scoring 4 goals every game, by the way. I don't know what's happening, but we've decided to wake up. Not just defensively, but defensively too. 17% possession for Kelly. That is bad. 88% pass accuracy. Love to see it. That's a holy number right there. Kept it clean. No cards. Only 1 offside, which was that offside goal for Kyogo, which was a little bit unlucky. And then dominant in every other stat. Like, you can't ask for a better performance with that one. Absolutely can't. Oh, Liz is just singing the revs in childhood. They say, well, not the revs, I should say, just one of the chants, but vibes, boys. Oh, that's so good. I guess I need to check to see when the next game is for anyone that's just curious about that, because that's the next time that we go live. But it's back-to-back games against Hibs, so that's one thing I will say. The next one's the Scottish Premiership, and then it's the League Cup afterwards, I believe anyway. Yeah, second round though. There you go. And we lost against Kelly this time, so you know we got that. But that's the next one that matters. 11th of August, which is a week from now. That one's an early kick-off. It's not 12:30 AM this time. It's 12:30 PM. So we'll love to see it. Do you know any good free editing apps on Chromebook? Not online ones, but you can download something called Shortcut or Camtasia. They're 2 really good ones. Camtasia is like a trial one. Thank you, ever just unsubscribed. Very cool. I know it's boring, but come on. I appreciate that, mate. Very much appreciated, Dan. Thank you very much. You can't school your fucking arm, but I know, but SFA just set rules to whatever they need. Is Glasgow green and white or not? Oh, it's the greenest and whitest it will ever be. Well, maybe not the whitest it will ever be. It's Glasgow, let's be honest. That's like a fucking crock pot of communities. But definitely green. It's green as hell, man. We're fucking vibing, man. It's about as vibrant as the green that surrounds my overlays. But I'm very pleased with that, man. Like, I'm genuinely chuffed to bits. Oh, I appreciate that, Robert, mate. Oh, that's more than fine. We'll get your pooch apart for me and you take care, mate. Enjoy the walk and you have a brilliant rest of your weekend. Pleasure to have you as always, Jim. Come on, you boys in green. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Don't come back! I'll hunt you down to the... Nah, it's fine. People can unsubscribe or whatever for a... Like, it's fine. Like, I don't mind. It's just, as long as people come back, that's the main thing for me. And it isn't boring. That's what I try and do, man. That's why I started this whole thing. Brilliant for Casper's first clean sheet and sad for Kyogo. He played so well. He deserved a goal. You know, like, I think over the course of the 90, Kyogo deserved at least one solid chance to get, like... I mean, he did. You know, like, he had, like, really good opportunities from point-blank range, missed them. He had the ball across from Palmer that he just took that weird bounce. Had technically a perfectly good goal disallowed. That offside, depending on where you sit, that's a goal, you know. So fucking good. It's delicious. No problem at all, Craig. It's been a pleasure to have you as always, man. You take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, my man. Likewise with you, Caden. But yeah, I guess I'm just vibe for a little bit. I'm happy because, I mean, my predictions were wrong, which is a bit sad. I said 3-0 and it ended 4. But Ralston scoring a nice lovely goal. They subscribe to hear the ass and fucked off. Hold on, I'll confirm with you, right? Let's check. He's back! He's returned! Return of the King! He's back, boys. He's just wait until it goes down. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. That's a vibe, man. You're at the game on your phone. Are you not just like taking in the atmosphere? The actual. Oh, to be fair, it would be pretty empty by now, right? Everyone would be like, "Yes, we won," and they're gone immediately. You might bump into one of my mods. Flash, he's in the North Curve. If you see him, say hello. Need a backup for the Kyogo. That is very much true. I still strongly maintain that we need a good backup, but Ida might be coming in through the door soon. Like I said, there's still those ties to Oddson. We could be bringing him back, and obviously for me, I'm still in the camp of Ioannidis. Like, if we can get Ioannidis, I'm telling you now, it's the same way that I reacted when I found out we were going to get O'Reilly. Like, there are certain players that I keep an eye on straight from out the gate, because I'll watch a lot of like under 21s and like under 20s Euros matches. Ioannidis for Greece was brilliant. That's all I need to say. And over the last few years, his career has not been that bad. Like last season in Europe, it was fucking insane. So you got to take it that one. You take it easy, Scummy, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have you, man. I'll speak to you in the Discord most likely after the game, because I'll need to pop into Edward. Honestly, yeah, Edward's not the one I want at all, man. The atmosphere was amazing. Opening days are always, flag days always hits hard, man. I remember the one against, I think it was Motherwell, when we went to our opening day. We won that 1-2 or 3-0. It was such a vibe, man. I loved that game. You know, me and my dad don't get on a lot, but football was like the one thing that I was like, yeah, man, that's good. Love to see it. Ida for you. Honestly, Ida's the safe bet, right? Because he's been proven to be very effective. I mean, in the 6 months that he was with us, while he wasn't the best key player, he came up with goals at crucial times, and I will always love him for that final. You know, regardless if he never plays for us again, that last minute goal, that's like statue stuff right there. Basically spot on, virtual. Some players don't realise how good they've got it until they've left, and Edward's one of those players. Dembele, you can kind of make a case for him because he's still alright at Lyon. You know, he's actually had a few good successful seasons, but Edward not so much. Basically a handful of goals of that. He's basically been outplaced and outplayed by that Mateta fellow, and that Mateta's kicking on, by the way. I've seen him in the Olympics for France recently, scoring every match. I feel like that's the trade-off, isn't it? Like, you know, if I'd actually got signed permanently, he would boots on the ground. When he was here for 6 months, he had those like the custom-made boots that were like Celtic made and all that stuff. Like, you can tell a player loves a club when stuff like that happens. And I feel like, you know, if you want a good example, Joe Hart, the guy's like traditionalist, English, loyal as fuck. Supposedly, he was infamous for liking Rangers way back when. Comes to us, and all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, these guys are way different than what we thought, and it's a vibe. But I'm going to get ready to end the stream because, like I said, my bloods are dropping and I kind of need to eat at some point. So I need to pull up some music to end the stream on. There's the right one there. Oh. Well, again, I don't think I can necessarily complain about this one at all. Hopefully it turns into a cigar at the end of the season. That's the best case scenario, man. Right now it's just a good old fashioned roll up, but end of the season will be a big fat fucking one that you need to clip off. And best case scenario, wasn't it, man? Best case scenario. But again, before we end this, I suppose I should do one last shout out to those that kind of contributed to the stream. So thank you to everyone that subscribed, first of all. I think that's the best place to start. Anyone that liked the stream as well, thank you very much as well. To Virtual for becoming our first ever official member. We love to see that, mate. Thank you very, very much. Nascimento through the door. You talked about him in the Discord as well. I've watched a couple of highlight reels on him. I can see why you want him. He would be a really good, I guess, like if O'Reilly leaves, wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly. If that's this, if it's that midfielder I'm thinking of, is that the right one? Or am I thinking about Matthews? There's two players, right? There's Nascimento and Matthews. They're both Brazilian. That's the thing. You take it easy, Dan. You take it easy. And oh shit, yeah, before anything, Crowtails, mate, have you ever watched this VOD back? Thank you very much for that donation. You genuinely, that's sick as hell. But now I actually need to like do an outro, so let's get that done and dusted. So, thank you for watching, thank you for coming along. We started off as we mean to go on. Celtic wrap it up in style, 4-0 against a really shitty Killie, but nonetheless we move into it, we kind of take it on, we do what we need to do. I'm happy with how we played, we push on. Next week we're live again, like I said, we've got a game against Hibernian on the 11th. That kick-off is at 12:30 in the morning, so join me here at 12:15 if you would like to watch along with us, or if you just want to, you know, pop in and have people to chat with as this game is going on. You're more than welcome to come back. The attacking forward, false 9. That's the one. Right, Nascimento's the one we need then. He would be a great replacement for O'Reilly, but for now, boys, we're going to bail out. Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world, as if it's a surprise to anybody, man. Can't wait till we score 4 goals in every Champions League game from now to the end and win the whole thing. It's just, it'll be so good. But until then, boys, you take it easy. Thank you for the support of the day. Thank you for everything, genuinely. Yeah, don't want to get too sappy or anything, but it's nice to be back properly now. I'll see you again next week. Celtic are still the best team in the world. Catch you after.